I probably get a lot of pushback on this, but listen, I don't even care. Listen, I would say 99, I would honestly say 99 to 100%. I would say most, if not all the chicks I've come across as of late, right? As of the past few years, right? Not even on some trying to get at them type stuff, but just like overall, like the women that I run into are not impressive at all, right? And I don't know if it's me just, getting older and, I just see, things differently now, but most women do not impress me, bro. Like, don't get me wrong now. I love to see a nice curvy body, right? Nice heels on, nice double D's, whatever. Like, I love a nice looking woman, right? I love a nice put together woman, but after you've been with many women, after you've smashed and dashed and, you've done all of that, right? That's cool and all, right? That's cool, but most women just lack certain qualities and character and, they don't know how to hold conversation. Most women do not impress me, bro. Like, most women that I'm having conversations with just on some random type stuff, trying to talk about what's going on, right? Maybe politics, right? Even though I don't recommend talking politics with most women, but, talking about intellectual things, right? Bro, most of these women, most modern women are nothing more than a bunch of bird brains, bro. They are nothing more than a bunch of bird brains. They are not impressive, right? All they have to offer nowadays is, doggy. I'm sorry, right? I'm sorry. That's just how I'm seeing it. All they have to offer nowadays is doggy, right? Most of them are not business savvy, right? I swear to God, most of them are not business savvy, despite them saying, oh, we have these degrees and I have my master's. What do you have your master's in? Liberal arts? What do you have your master's in? Sociology or some stuff like that? What do you have your master in? What do you really have your master's in? Right? Most of these chicks do not have their masters or doctorates or even bachelors in anything that even matters. Right? Nothing concerning STEM, nothing concerning science, nothing concerning technology, right? Nothing concerning anything like that, right? Most of their degrees are being held in the liberal arts, which means jack shit today. They don't impress me, man. Right? I feel sorry for you guys who, you still out here looking for love, right? You still hoping a wife will fall in your lap. Listen, if that's how you like them, go ahead, right? Some men like their woman Dixie, right? Some men like their woman stupid, right? Some men like that, but listen, to me, that gets old quick, right? That gets old very quick. How long are you going to be able to deal with a chick who don't even have common sense? Right? Most of these chicks lack common sense. Most of these chicks, if not all of them, lack survival skills. Right? They lack all of the necessary things to survive. Right? And you know what's so crazy? I was at work today. Right? I told y'all. Evictions are going up. Homelessness is going up, right? And you know who's going to be the majority that's affected? It is women. I looked at the stats, right? 58%, right? I believe it's 58% of current day evictions are women, right? So I'm at work, working or whatever, and these chicks, right? Which this is increasing now. This is increasing. These chicks approach me, right? And they look, they just look like regular chicks. They didn't look like they were, homeless or anything, right? They didn't look like junkies or anything like that. But homelessness don't have a look anymore. right? Homelessness does not have a look anymore, just like drug addiction really don't have a look anymore, right? No longer is it just the bummy guy or the bummy woman sitting on the side of the road. The clothes are all messed up and got holes in them. Listen, it no longer has a look anymore, right? So she waved at the window, right? And she was just like, excuse me, sir, do you have $1? Because my car broke down, or my car ran out of gas and I don't have any money and I'm just trying to get home. I'm like, listen, baby, I'm on the clock. I can't I can't help you, right? I can't help you. And we're gonna see this more and more as time goes on. But I use that example to say, bro, women out here, believe it or not, gentlemen, women out here losing, right? A good majority of women out here, they're losing. If they aren't attached to a man who's handling business, if they aren't attached to a man who's standing on business, who's doing, what he's supposed to do. And when I say attached, I'm talking about, either they're, married to the man, right? Or they're a second, third, sugar baby, right? Mistress, side piece, right? If they aren't attached to a man who's fairly successful, listen, they're done. They're done, right? And listen, man, I don't know about y'all, but I don't like just a body and a pretty face does turn me on, right? We can all admit that. A body and a face does turn me on, but now it's like, bro, they come with, one, they're dumb as shit, right? They're dumber than a box of rocks. Then two, they come with horrible attitudes. Horrible attitudes. And I'm talking about across the spectrum. It is not just the pretty chicks. It is not just the pretty women, right? It is all of them, right? And the ugly chicks have the nerve to have an attitude. Let me tell y'all about this story, right? So I told her I was going to talk about it. I told her I don't give a fuck. I told her I was going to talk about it, right? I asked because I'm trying to lean into, doing interviews and bringing people on to a show, a podcast show, right? Bringing chicks on, telling my audience, you guys, their stories and what they believe in and their ideology and all that stuff, right? So I'm trying to lean more into that. I asked her, right? I got her number like a minute ago, right? A long time ago. And just to talk about business, right? Just on some business stuff, right? I follow her on Instagram, right? She did some lame junk, just like most of these chicks do. You'll follow them and they don't follow back, which is lame. That's like, why? We on some business. Why not just follow back? It's just simple. Then two, right? I text her saying that, hey, I want to bring you on to the show, right? I want to bring you on and, we can talk. Discuss business, right? I'm willing to pay you, right, to come on to the show. I don't believe in doing anything for free. So yeah, let's negotiate something. Boom, 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 right? No response. So I see her periodically, right? But I never brought it up. I'm just like, man, whatever. But one day recently I brought it up and I'm like, hey, what happened to you? I was talking about business, right? Not really stunting you like that. Right, we're talking about business. Why didn't you respond? Why didn't you? She was like, I need $1,000. Say what again? She said, if you want me to do the interview, I need $1,000. And I'm like, bitch, where? $1,000 for who? You? Listen, and I didn't want to really turn up on her at work, not on some disrespectful junk, but in some like, baby, listen, I've planned interviews with people who really have clout, right? Real deal models, right? Real deal models, gorgeous. I'm talking about beautiful type women. This bitch is borderline a gordita. Right? She's a damn gordita, right? Not even top of the line, not even cream of the crop. If you see it, baby, listen, I was going to tell you this in person anyway. Listen, but not even top of the line, not even cream of the crop. Big back, right? Big back, all right face or whatever. I'll give her about a 5, right? She's about a 5, but I just, she put on a little makeup or whatever. She might boost up to a 7, right? So I just wanted to get on the show. She's going to talk about, I got to pay her a band. I got to pay her $1K. I got to pay her $1,000 for her to come. First of all, let's break it down in business terms, right? First and foremost, Miss Lady, I'm the one that has the audience, right? Sure, I am willing to pay to conduct business, right? I'm willing to pay to conduct business, but baby girl, I am the one with the audience, right? So actually, I'm the one with the leverage. I am, right? I'm presenting you in front of my audience, right? You can potentially, get followers, right? You can potentially get whatever else for your business, whatever else you got going on. She's so-called a model, right? So whatever else you got going on, listen, right? I have the audience, right? So I will be presenting you to them. I'm in the leverage position. You're not in a leverage position to tell me $1,000, right? First of all, looks, not all the way there. Body, not all the way there, right? Brains, not all the way there. So please tell me what would warrant $1,000 if I've had top of the line. I've negotiated with top of the line, right? Chicks that went viral. If you've seen my last video with the girl who was on Pop the Balloon, she went viral. She could have charged me way more than what she charged me, right? But she didn't charge me $1,000. She didn't charge me $1,000. Looks probably a little bit more on par, right? I've had other chicks, right, whose looks are up there, not even talking about $1,000. Bitches, you crazy? Bitches, you crazy? And this is what I'm talking about, right? These chicks are dumber than a box of rocks, but there are so many dudes out here who are hyping these chicks up, who are piping these chicks heads up, and they are dumber than a box of rocks, don't know how to conduct business at all. And this is what she told me too. This is what she told me. I am ashamed of some of you guys out here. Listen, she told me the reason why she charged $1,000, listen closely. The reason why she charges $1,000, right? She charged me for business of $1,000, right? Is because she was dealing with a guy, right? She was dealing with a guy who gave her $5K. She was dealing with a guy who gave her $5K to go on a shopping spree, right? I was like, he better had smashed. He better had chewed that ass up. I hope that's what he did. And she was like, no, he didn't even touch me, right? Actually, once he sent the money, she cut him off. I'm like, bro. Now, for you simp definition guys, that's what a simp is right there. That is a simp. That is a simp ass biatch, right? You sent the chick $5K, didn't even touch her, didn't negotiate it. $5K. If I was to show, gentlemen, listen, listen. I don't want to get into that conversation. Not on the front end of the platform. But listen, I done seen top models. I done seen top models for way less than $5K. Way less than $5K. Right? Way less than $5K. And I'm talking about if you've seen this chick, you'll be like, bro, ain't no way. Bro, this chick is worth $60. This chick is worth $60, but this is what I mean. This is what I mean. These chicks are relying so heavily, right? They're relying so heavily on guys to pipe their heads up, right? There's so many men out here who are so desperate. They're so desperate that they're telling these chicks anything. They're telling these chicks anything they want to hear. anything that they think will get them inside of those panties faster, right? Guys will do anything but do the work, right? Dudes will do anything but do the work that is required to get top of the line chicks. So much so that they'll backstab their fellow man, they'll dirty Mac their fellow man, they'll say everything, they'll say all of this other crap, right? They'll say whatever the chick want to hear, all the way to giving these dang on lower than a totem pole, not cream of the crop women $5K. $5K. And the bitch is not even registering like, okay, he gave you $5K on some romantic type stuff, right? He gave you $5K on some romantic, like trying to, get in the door type shit, right? I'm, on the other hand, I'm not even trying to get at you. I'm not trying to get at you. I want you to come on, let's talk. Let's do some business, right? Let's do something like that. But she doesn't register that. And this is probably the truth right here. The reason why she probably did me like that, right? Talking about some 1K is because I am not trying to get at her, right? I am not trying to holler at her. That's the reason why she probably did that. I guarantee it. Oh, he's not blowing my line up like these other guys, right? He's not blowing my line up. And she was like, when she said $1,000, I did the same thing I just did on camera. I'm like, $1,000 for what? I was like, I literally told her this. I was like, listen, if I pay you $1,000, I'm getting way more than a dang on interview. yeah, best believe that. If I pay you $1,000, little bitch, I'm getting way more than the interview. I'm getting that. I literally said this out of my mouth. I said, listen, baby, if I pay you $1,000, I'm tearing that ass up for the whole week and plus the interview. Hell is you talking about? $1,000? Man, listen, you guys, y'all try to get on me about actually paying, right? Or, treating women that I'm actually going to get something from. Y'all try to get on me talking, oh, that's simping. That's simping. But these guys out here paying $5K getting ghosted, right? These chicks' heads are so blown up, right? Lower than the totem pole chicks. Now, I can understand a top tier chick, right? I can understand a chick, who's up there, body looking nice, face card right? Everything on fleek, right? I can understand that type of chick who can have her pick of the litter. But y'all out here hyping up these gorditas? What is wrong with y'all? Women today don't impress me, man. They don't impress me, right? You having just conversations with them, they're so boring. Most of them are boring as hell, right? Even the pretty chicks, right? Even the top of the line chicks, right? Usually, the mid chicks to lower than mid chicks, it used to be a time where they were grounded, right? It used to be a time where you could probably, no lie, you can have a nice, real conversation with the chicks who were mid to lower than mid because they didn't have the looks, right? They didn't have the looks, so they had to rely on, other things other than that look. So they would have, good conversation. And these are the chicks, you know what? I actually like you. I think, fuck the 8s, 9s, and 10s. You know what? I'm gonna marry you. 5. Now today, no longer. It is just as bad. The mid to ugly chicks are just as bad as the pretty chicks, right? And listen, these chicks can offer nothing like to me but to open their legs. I'm sorry, I said it. Yep, I said it. These chicks they cannot offer me anything but to open their mother-sucking legs. That is it. Majority are boring. They're absolutely boring. They have nothing to talk about. They can't carry conversations. They don't know what's going on in the world, right? Bro, they can't offer me nothing, right? And to be honest, you know, and if you anything like me, right? See, I'm an intellectual, right? Intellectual conversations with women, with smart women, right? With women who have a good head on their shoulders, right? That turns me on. I love intellectual conversations. I love when a woman knows what she's talking about. Maybe that's just me, right? I like going off of things that are more than just, you know, the body, right? Body is cool. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, you can shut up. You can shut up, and we can get this hotel room, and we can go at it. Boom, 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 and you can go. Trust me, listen, I can just observe that pretty face, right? That pretty body, just open up, that's it. I'm cool with that too, but like as far as like continuing on things, right? Or really, you know, carrying on something, I don't know about y'all, I don't know what y'all do in y'all spare time, but for me, women who have intellect really turns me on, right? Women who have conversation of substance really turn me on, right? Boring bitches do not turn me on. I'm sorry. You better off just shutting your mouth and that's it, right? Pretty women can't do nothing. The majority of the pretty women that I've come in contact with, really 100% of them, there's nothing to them, right? And, you know, usually there is nothing to them, right? Because all they do is rely on their beauty. Especially these younger chicks. I feel bad for Gen Z, right? I feel bad for you younger guys, right? They have nothing to offer. Nothing. Right? Now, if they close their mouth for eternity, maybe it could work. I don't know. Maybe if they close their mouth for eternity, right? Maybe that could work. And she just stay at home and you bang her out all day. But listen, that stuff get old, right? Eventually, like me, you want to have a conversation with a chick. And maybe you don't. Maybe it's just me. But I like non-boring bitches, right? I like bitches that know what they're talking about. I like bitches who know what's going on in the world. I like bitches that can talk about some crypto, some technology, right? Let's talk about some money, right? Are you business savvy? Right? Put me on to some money, right? Let's talk about some money. Maybe I can put you on to some money. Maybe I can teach you something, right? But these chicks, they're not willing to learn anything. They can't comprehend anything, right? It's just, bro, what are y'all even for? I know what for. I know what for. And really, that's it. That was my little rant, right? I just wanted to go on that little rant because I've been talking to, you know, not even just on some flirty kind of, just like regular conversation. I'm like, dang, y'all chicks, y'all really have nothing to offer, right? Y'all really are dumber than a box of rocks. Y'all really are boring as hell, right? I can see why a lot of y'all are out here single. Right? I see why a lot of y'all don't have boyfriends. I see why a lot of y'all aren't married. Not even just the younger chicks. Y'all older chicks too. I see why y'all are single as a Pringle. Right? Because y'all dumb as hell. Y'all are boring. The majority, I stand by this, the majority of chicks in America are boring. There's nothing to them. There's nothing, they have nothing to talk about. If you take them on a date, y'all will just be sitting there looking at each other, right? Usually a lot of these chicks, especially some of the pretty ones, right? A lot of these dudes, they don't be challenging them on anything, right? They just sit right in front of them and they just gawking at how cute she is. They're just gawking about how pretty she is, right? And that's all that a lot of these dudes are doing. They don't require nothing of these chicks. They don't. And that's just where we at now, right? That's just where we at. These chicks have nothing to offer. So proceed at your own risk. Then don't say the after pill didn't warn you. And that's an after pill. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.